All right, what's up, guys? Excuse the fucking sound of my voice right now. I'm lightweight sick, but nonetheless, today I'm gonna show you guys how to install Air. I know there's a lot of dudes on here who have like videos on how to install Air on the S2000 and shit, and most of them hit up their homies to install it. Like, no shade or anything, but it doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. So I'm gonna do it today. You're gonna learn from my mistakes, and then you can probably just be like, oh, it's like straightforward. Just watch my video and then done. Simple. So let's get down to it. First, I'm gonna go down all the parts we got and basically what order everything's gonna run in, and then I'll get to the install and so forth. I'll show you guys in between how everything runs and shit. But yeah, let's get into it. Boom. All right, we back. So here we go, guys. So this is how it's gonna run down. This is your tank. Mine's the 5-gallon. I got this used off my homie. Real quick, Bayrad, shout out, fool. Thank you for the plug. Sold me this for like crazy cheap. Really good dude. Shout out, homie. But all right, so this is gonna be the line basically that makes your noise for like when you air out, right? You know, the fucking psst noise. This is what's gonna do it. So this line right here, there's a hole in the trunk, right there by it's the drain. You run this through the drain and put the grommet right back over. You know, it's just so. But when you air out, that way you can hear it on the outside. This, bam, right here. This is your management, your airlift. So as you can see, front left, front right, right left, right right. So driver front, passenger front, driver rear. Yeah, driver rear, and then passenger rear. And then let's see here, tank, and then E is the exhaust. And then from this we go over to these right here. So for the S2000, Bear told me, he's like, dude, you only need to run one, so perfect. So this is the little mini compressor you're gonna run. Basically this will just wire up into that harness when I show you guys, but you just need to run one. So negative, positive is red. Pretty straightforward, can't mess this up. And then we go to your shocks. So he had Air Force, so right here, he even labeled them out for me. Driver rear, driver, this one had the sticker on it still. Front left, so driver front. And then front right, so passenger right. And then passenger rear right here, RR. So they're pretty much set up to how it would run for the line over there. So it's pretty straightforward. Let's see, what else? All right, so let's get into everything else here. So real quick, let me grab my controller out of the car. This is gonna be your controller. Basically how you're gonna control all the AirRide and everything. But let me put this, I'm putting this up here. Okay. So let me go over the harness with you guys, because this seems to be like the most intimidating part for anybody, but it's crazy, but it's not undoable. It's pretty simple, actually. So right here, this is going to be what hooks up to your compressor over there. Negative, positive. I would use, he was using the female and the male end. I would just put them together and crimp them into one piece with I forgot what the thing is. You know what it is, like the Chinese finger trap. But regardless, this is just it's just basically like your fucking, your little fuse box thing. Basically just to run everything. Forgot the proper term. This right here plugs straight into your airlift. So this into that. Then you see this line running over here. You run this through your car. Right here, straight to the remote. Boom. Run the rest of the line. So here we go. Pretty simple. Positive to your battery, negative to your negative battery. And this right here it's gonna be pink, and he cut it really weird. I'm gonna redo this line to how I do it probably, because he set it up to a fuse like really weird. How I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna run this straight to the fuse that turns on when the car is an accessory with the radio. So I'm gonna run this to the radio fuse, and I have the little attachment. Basically, it's a plug-in to the fuse, and then basically it's a double fuse holder, but it'll work for this, so it'll work out fine, and that's how I'm gonna run it. But yeah, so you guys get this whole gist now. You've seen everything here, and let me see here. And the airline's pretty simple. Like I said, they're like Chinese finger traps. Pretty much this one, you just screw tie onto the valve right here, and then these other ones pretty much just plug straight into your management over there. Just plug and play, and that's about it. In this case, he has one for the leak, he has one for the tank, and then this is he was running that what's it called, the tire pressure line there, so you can literally fill tires when you're flat, or blow shit out of your trunk. Regardless, I'm gonna get down to this, so I'll check in with you guys in a minute now that we got basically the setup of how everything works. Okay, what's up, guys? So yeah, it's been like a second. Shit went downhill real quick. I took a 30, but a 30 for me is like 2 hours, so that means I was basically fucking around for 2 hours. But all right, back to what we were doing. All right, so I got the rear. I basically put the car up on jack stands. The car is all set on jack stands now. Took the rear off because I am putting my battler on, so I'll just make that another video like right after. But you didn't miss much. Don't worry about it. I ran the harness right here straight from basically through the back of it. So take out your seats. Definitely plus take out your seats. So from the trunk, I'm leaving the management here for the compressor, the 2 wires, and the ground right there, or the fuse. My tank is literally held in by zip ties. Don't judge me. I got to make the thing. Home Depot's closed, and I really don't. Well, then again, I don't even really want to go to Home Depot. I'm just being lazy. So what happens is you run it through here, go straight through the back of that foam. Basically, when your panels are off, boom, you're here. Run it through the side of the carpet, as shown. Here you go. So this is right here. This right here is a coat hanger. So for AP2 guys, I don't know about you AP1 boys. Maybe you guys got some better shit than me, or got luckier than me. But I had to take out the whole battery. Take out my battery, and then right down there, I'm running this through the bottom little grommet, basically. I drilled a hole with it real quickly, like on the light. Make sure you don't catch any of the harness. I'm pretty sure I did not catch any of the harness. No, I didn't. I didn't catch the harness. Drill a hole through the side. Run this hanger straight through, because you're not going to see it. Like, it's crazy. You're not going to see it. So just run the hanger through, and then it'll come to the floor. And right down there, you're going to take your positive and your negative right here, and you're going to just tape it to that and just pull it through. That's the only way I can think of that it'll basically pull up, because it's a pain. And especially if you're like me and you're like a fucking 6 foot freaking fat dude, you're not going to have an easy time getting down there. So your best bet, take a coat hanger, push it through, tape the positive and the negative around that, and pull it through the grommet, and then you can clip it right there. But that's that so far. That's where I'm at so far. So I'm going to get back to it, and I'll show you guys what's the next step. Alright, what's up, guys? Alright, so this right here was a freaking pain in the ass to get through that firewall. I definitely recommend the hanger method, and if you got a friend that's willing to go down there, like you got a short friend, send them down there. Make them, push it up. Like, I had to push the harness back, literally, so now it's tucked back there, and it's kind of got a gap for, like, basically anything to crawl back there, but I really don't care, because I barely got this up. It took me 2 hours of fighting to get this up. So this probably was like the toughest part of the whole install, was literally getting this wire to go through the firewall. You guys can, I guess, run it through the driver's side if you want. It's not me. I like the driver's side clean because, it's where I sit. I'd rather it be somebody else's, problem with dealing with footwell and everything like that. So I do driver's side just alone because that's for me. So I'd ran it to the passenger. Regardless. So what you're going to do now is take a 30 amp fuse wire right here. You can get this. I forgot what the name is. I don't know. You guys know what I'm probably mean. You can probably find this at AutoZone. Basically, just run this. So you got this, and then at the other end, put a what is it? God, I can't think, guys. I'm tired. You're gonna run. Basically, wrap this around this. Heat shrink it. Shut it. Put the terminal pin on this, and then basically that pin that's gonna sit right here on the positive side, and then you have to make one for the negative too, also. But you get the idea. Make sure you just have a fuse in the center, just so in case your battery shorts out or something, it doesn't straight just blow out the whole line, your AirRide, and next thing you know, you're out like $2,000. But yeah, I'm gonna knock this out real quick, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, what's up, guys? So it's been a minute. It's been like 2 days doing this. It's a pain. So let's recap real quick because I did some stuff. The camera was out of battery, so let me go over that with you guys real quick. I installed all the struts. Simple. It's like installing coilovers, except you tie the little nipple to the hose and run it. So for my front passenger, I ran it right up here, ran it through behind where the windshield wiper reservoir sits, up over and right down with my power and everything, right back down the hole, and I tucked it right under the footwell, or not the footwell, the carpet. So everything is tucked under this carpet, as you can see, and right there. Great. Oh man. A sec here. There we go. Good enough. Boom. Right here for the rear. I don't know if you guys can see. I literally just ran it from the shock right up into this little nipple for the AP2. It sits like right here underneath the bumper bracket. Tucked it straight in there. Ran it right in. So you don't have to make holes. Same here. Right back here. We're doing the same thing. Ran it from here, right under, into the hole. Same here on this side. Ran everything underneath the carpet. Pulled out the panel. Pushed back the carpet. I went through the hole that the wiring is going through. That sits a little underneath the brake booster. And my line came out basically... My line basically came out from the bottom of the brake booster, and I pushed it around and basically dragged it through the corner to here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna run this at the end real quick of the video because I might have skipped over a lot of shit. You know, shit happens. So that one wire that I was showing you guys that doesn't go to the battery or the other one, this one right here that I'm like literally just dragging to the bottom, I ran this down here to the bottom of the fuse box. I don't know if you guys can see it down there, but I ran to the bottom of the fuse box. So basically I chose, it was like there's like 2 blank ones in my car for accessories, and I picked one of those. For some reason I was gonna do the radio, but the radio for my car stays on. I don't know why, don't question it, but yeah, I picked the other one. So in theory, if you turn on your, if you're when you plug it in with the fuse and it turns on right away and your car's off, wrong one, try again. It should only turn on when the key's in the on position. So yeah, but one more thing. Okay, and I was gonna show you guys the air setup. So ignore the fact that I actually set up my line here for my 3 ones because I have my compressor, and then this is my just line for dumb shit. But here we go. Relay. I had to buy a new one. I burnt my other one out, but relay, connectors for the compressor, air lines right there, plugged into the top like I had mentioned earlier. All you should have coming up from that line should be 1, the wire for the controller, 2, the wire for the fuse box, and 3 and 4 should be your positive and negative to the battery. So as you can see, lines are ran. I ran mine right underneath. So bam, the other one's running across. That's how the car currently looks, in case anybody's wondering. And yep, air controller's right there. And boom. Positive, negative, the little breaker in the middle just in case so I don't fry everything to shit. But yeah, there you go. That's how you set up air. If you guys have any questions, fucking just hit me up. Dope Harmon on IG, Sad Boy Garage, all that good shit. Just hit us up. I'll help you figure out whatever the fuck you're trying to do. But